Something we've only seen less than a handful of times since this franchise was born back in the 90s, and that's Jacksonville hosting in the playoffs as we welcome you to TIAA Bank Field. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
First and 10, it's Jackson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Complete to
Marquise Brown, 87 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Jerick McKinnon, his first carry of the ball game. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Taken down right at
linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Play. Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Out of the gun is Minshew. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 43-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Minshew, first and 10. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
4 yards.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Good for another Jacksonville first and 10 at the 18-yard line.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire at and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw it, Minshew. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Going for it with McKinnon. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Well, they just put a little sizzle in their steak there. First quarter, 4th and goal, run it in. A boost.
I think they showed confidence in their defense by going for it. That's telling their defense, look, we're counting on you guys, and we know that we believe in you because we go for it here, even if we don't get it. Get field position on our side, and you'll stop them. Instead, they put it in the end zone and tally up 6 points.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back out on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out, and I think the ball's out. And the Jags grab it. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jerick McKinnon with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Jaguars 14, Ravens 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. And now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, look to fight another down, right?
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They throw again on second down. This one's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On third down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up fourth down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Jaguars 14, Ravens 7.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. McKinnon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run on first down. McKinnon.
Jerick McKinnon.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, 32 yards. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And some room to roam now. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Number 10.
A big play there. 68 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Ravens 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
36-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, McKinnon. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
We got 3. Hey, Charlie.
From the 29, Minshew. The open man is Westbrook. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual. As we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Minshew sets to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. And we'll see if that pick six looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you see.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is taken around the 12. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Ball carrier. Joe Schobert on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second
from the 41. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay.
Jackson.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
A gain of 5. And a Raven first down.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run on first down. McKinnon. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
The 43-yard line.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
For DJ Chark.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
They'll take over.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
J.K. Dobbins, the ball carrier. He was brought down on his 49-yard line.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's got the first down and more inside the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Gain of 22 yards. First down, Baltimore.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ronnie Harrison on
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Jackson now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Complete.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have broken the tie. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Here's Minshew. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. 2nd down, McKinnon. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. They'll try with McKinnon, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jarek McKinnon. saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And we are all tied at 28
for Jacksonville.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Takes it at the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd down.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Josh Allen.
They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
And a Raven 1st down.
One quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson, he's going to float this one deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Minshew. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid game.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
The ball carrier.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Toward the pylon, caught, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab, and the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
Ties the game, 35-35.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here in the playoffs. All tied in the fourth with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Right at the line.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
Is good.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead.
35.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Baltimore.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They need a touchdown to tie it. Of course, they know full well they won't have too many more possessions, if any, in this championship game. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Steps away to his left. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. There he goes right side. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And he completes it to Westbrook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They run it with McCammon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Yeah, that's good for a Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Tight to the right, boy. Tight to the right. Move. 3 down. 31's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Montez Sweat in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Problem for them, they needed that score with a little more time left on the clock. I think just too little too late now.
I would agree with that, and we're programmed never to say never. But in this case, we're asking a lot for them to even think they have a chance.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line. The Ravens are champions of the AFC as we sign off and say goodnight, everybody. And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.